the Opopco studios in Oklahoma City, this is an OSU update with Gina Mizell. I'm Jenni Carlson. The Cowboys have once again switched quarterbacks and now gone from J.W. Walsh back to Clint Shelf, who was the starter in the opener. Tracy Moore, the wide receiver, was asked about the differences between those two quarterbacks.
They're really alike but different at the same time. They both can throw, but from a quarterback, from a receiver standpoint, you got to know the play calling is going to be a little bit different with a different quarterback in, you know, to play to his strengths and not, you know, to the other quarterbacks. So that's the one thing that you got to be mindful of.
So Gina, obviously the Cowboys are going to still try to run their stuff, but this offense will probably look a little bit different, won't it?
Yeah, it has to. I mean, just because, like Tracy Moore said, you're catering to the strength of one quarterback versus another quarterback, and Clint Shelf obviously can throw the ball a little bit more down the field, and we saw once he came in the ball game that the play calling was a little bit more vertical, got some more receivers involved. Tracy Moore was certainly one of those, and J.W. Walsh obviously is more of a running threat, and you're going to have more designed run plays for him, and he can scramble a little bit more. So again, Mike Gundy is not going to reveal a starter before the game on Saturday. It'll be interesting to see which way they go. My gut says they go with Shelf, but I wouldn't be surprised if they kind of use the same philosophy that they did towards the end of last season, where J.W. Walsh came in certain situations, in goal line sets, and on third down and short yardage and those types of things. So it'll be interesting to see how they handle this moving forward.
Well, whoever is the starter, there's some expectations on that guy regardless of who it is. And Mike Yurcich, the Cowboy offensive coordinator, talked about expectations on the starting quarterback.
It really starts with ball security. It's what we preach. It's what we go through practice from a fundamental standpoint. We're always working on it, and that's something that we must have. And obviously, it is about playmakers, you know, and trying to get them touches and create space for them. And that's what we're trying to do.
Well, we saw in that game against TCU, ball security was a problem for J.W. Walsh. Turned it over, threw interceptions, and that, we think, prompted the change ultimately to Clint Shelf. But talking about who the playmakers are that get the ball in their hands, that's going to look a little bit different whether you're talking about Shelf or Walsh.
Yeah, I mean, you look at what J.W. Walsh is able to do, and obviously Josh Stewart is going to get the ball when he's in there at quarterback, not just because they're great pals and they have a natural chemistry on the field, but just because of where Josh Stewart plays. He plays in the slot. He catches a lot of shorter passes and does make moves in space, like Mike Yurcich was just saying. And with Clint Shelf, maybe, again, you see those outside receivers get a little bit more involved. A guy like Tracy Moore, a guy like Jawan Seals, a guy like Marcel Aitman or Brandon Shepard or Charlie Moore. So again, it's kind of a mixture of you want to get your best player the ball, which is Josh Stewart, but also do you maybe want to spread the ball around a little bit more. So again, it'll be interesting to see how they handle this moving forward. But like you said, the turnovers and J.W. Walsh, especially throwing that pick in the end zone, I think was kind of the final straw for him.
All right, thanks, Gina. Be sure to stay with the best coverage team anywhere at newsok.com and every day in the Oklahoma.